We really need to talk about this, and before anything happens to this channel as well, we got to be ready. Bad statement from YouTube CEO says, pretty cool. Let's have a look.
AI. You expected me to be in the chair, but sometimes you have to expect the unexpected. The only thing you can expect is when there's some AI dog shit going on. I can't resist the urge to make fun of it. I'm in my artsy era of video making right now. That was like an A24 level intro, getting experimental. I just figured since Quentin Tarantino's lost his marbles, lost his mind, and has gone on these unhinged rants attacking beloved actors like Paul Dano and Matthew Lillard over nothing, it's up to me to pick up the mantle of delivering some creative cinematography, so I'm dipping my toes in there. Toes that Quentin Tarantino I'm not allowing to suckle on. Anyway, speaking about sucking feet, the YouTube CEO just released...
Man, that was a fantastic intro. YouTube CEO, let's see.
...released a statement that sucked a lot of ass, where he's defending the AI usage across the board on the platform, and even goes as far as to say that it's going to be an invaluable tool for people that lacked the skills and equipment to create videos. It will give them the ability to do so.
That is an awful take. Let me read it very quickly. So he said, YouTube CEO says the platform will proceed with expanded AI moderation tools despite recent backlash. Neil Mohan added that AI will enable a new class of creators. New class who previously lacked the skill or equipment. Man, this is bad. So look, before we continue this, I've got to mention AI is literally taking over, and it seems like the CEO likes it. So what this means is two things. This new class of creators basically means what we have seen. I constantly run into, for instance, in the history space, I constantly run into YouTube channels that are like completely AI. The AI is the script, the images, the thumbnail, everything, the voice. There's no human skill whatsoever. And they get millions of views, which means these views are taken away from real creators like me who put in the work for the history content, and now it's not even... You want to know my last history video that I posted very recently, just a few days ago? You're like, no way, but you only do politics now. No, I don't. It's just that, you want to know how many views, how many people got a notification for my latest history-related video on this channel? 600. Out of 1 million. So notifications are gone for history stuff. You only get notification for stuff that is either political, drama. So not only we have to deal and compete with channels that are completely AI, and of course, new class of creators. These are people that don't know what they're talking about, so the information is wrong. The AI is wrong. But also AI moderation tools. Guys, millions of channels have been deleted overnight. So could this happen to this channel? Are the things that I'm saying uncomfortable truths? But that is why, if you like my content, any form of content I make, please click the link in the description and come follow me on Rumble. I've been posting a lot, and in fact, you can come to this real Metatron, but then you see there is the sub-tab channels, and if you click that, I've actually divided the type of content I upload into topics, sectors. So if you're like, yeah, but I only like your history stuff, fine. Metatron History, it's here. It is only history content. Instead, you're like, oh no, I love your gaming channel. There you go. All my playthroughs and gaming, there's a lot of content already. You're here for the politics, go to Metatron Core. Everything political is in here. And then I'm starting to work on the language one as well. I would strongly say, even if you don't like Rumble, it is an opportunity, just in case, to have a plan B, that if at one day, you wake up in the morning and you're like, hey, let me see if Metatron uploaded, and you check my channel and you can't find it, well, obviously I'll talk about it here, and you will always find my content on Rumble. Please follow me on Rumble. Right now, the views, by the way, are phenomenal. Look at this. Look at my gaming content. 30,000, 30,000, 22,000, 45,000, 38,000. I just opened it. Like, this is crazy. 96,000, 120,000. This is going fantastic on the gaming side. But anywhere, all of the channels are doing really, really well. The history content gets a lot of views as well. Look at this, 36,000, 34,000. This is really good for a channel that I literally just opened. 66,000 views. It's exploding. It's going really well. And of course, so is the political stuff. So please, come follow me on Rumble. I also stream there quite a lot, regularly. So it's also an opportunity to interact, if you will. Back to the video.
Where he's defending the AI usage across the board on the platform. And even goes as far as to say that it's going to be an invaluable tool for people that lacked the skills and equipment to create videos. It will give them the ability to do so. Basically, go to YouTube Shorts and look at all of the incredible stuff that the skillless have been able to do with AI.
Yeah.
We've been blessed, thank God. It's a topic most people have been complaining about, especially when it comes to short-form content, because all you get fed is AI gobbledygook, like actual nonsense trash, because it's the easiest thing to just out onto the platform.
Same on history.
It's infinite content, and when you just scroll, most of the videos you get are AI these days. And the most viewed videos, like if you, instead of just anecdotal evidence about like most videos you get, provably some of the most viewed videos, if you go by views, are AI generated shorts.
Yeah, the competition is insane. And even in the historical space is insane. But everywhere, AI is devouring available views. Less eyeballs for everyone, and this is a fact. Human content creators are constantly lamenting lower views. And I do believe that it has to do with this and also with other like back-end YouTube algorithmic changes that they made, like halving the views that are, and notifications to, for instance, computer users as opposed to iPad or phone.
That is a bleak future, one that a lot of people have expressed their concern over, hoping that YouTube would step in and maybe do more to stop the platform just becoming a cesspool of just AI trash. Neil, on the other hand, the CEO, believes that that's actually a really good thing because it's giving people that lacked the skills and equipment the ability to put that in front of you. Yeehaw, yippee. But even beyond that, one of the most complained about things on YouTube as a platform is how bad its moderation is, with so many people being falsely banned. And
that's what I'm saying, guys. Come to Rumble. It's one click.
And also, it's been revealed that AI is a big part of the moderation protocol for the platform, and it makes so many mistakes that's led to wrongful terminations that everyone with a functioning frontal lobe will tell you should never happen, because AI should never be able to be the judge, jury, and executioner. It should never have the ability to terminate a channel. There is no world where that makes sense for YouTube to just give the keys to the kingdom over to AI where it will ban people. AI should never be able to do that. If it wants to use AI for moderation, it should only be able to flag channels internally and then put that up the food chain, up the ladder for a human being to look at.
Absolutely. And he's absolutely right. And I've seen channels being terminated and then they double down. So like the guy had 600,000 subscribers. He was getting a lot more views than I am. So very successful. One of those like when they draw channels that are cartoonish, if you will. And then the reason they doubled down, they said, yeah, the AI terminated your channels like overnight. For what? And then they're like spamming. So on one hand, we have to post a lot because it's the only way that we can compensate low views. But then we risk being terminated for spamming. This is insane. And it's people's livelihoods, mortgages.
But Neil seems to have a different vision in mind based on his statement here. Let's go ahead and take a peek at what he thinks. This article mentions that YouTube is expanding their AI moderation tools, even in the midst of so many people flagging just how bad they have been and how wrong they have been across the entire platform. The article then makes a mention of just how much money this platform is bringing in.
That's what it's about.
Which only makes sense that they can't afford to pay more money for better tools. Instead, they just need to just have AI do it poorly for them. Neil said, however, AI will open the door for a new class of creators who previously lacked technical skills or equipment, arguing the tech will revive YouTube's early era of enthusiastic amateurs while helping the platform surface stronger content overall. That's a very interesting perspective on it all, and I feel like that's one you could only achieve by huffing endless amounts of glue to deteriorate your brain to a level of delusion that I find almost enviable. You really think that by giving these AI tools to...
I would have pronounced it enviable, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, he's the native.
Everyone out there, what you are getting in return is the old era of YouTube of enthusiastic amateurs producing content.
Unbelievable.
In what universe?
Yeah.
It's the antithesis of that. It is the antithesis of creativity. The old era of YouTube that people look back on so fondly, the golden age.
Not to mention the misinformation, because AI messes stuff up all the time. And it's soulless.
That was people just filming something in their bedroom, talking at a camera, or doing something silly, or making a skit, something like that, for the fun of creation, for the fun of being creative and just putting it out there. There was no career in it back then.
Right.
It was truly just for the love of the game, the love of the sport. And somehow, He believes that these AI tools will reignite that passion, that
He
drive.
doesn't.
Based on what data? What we have is endless amounts of data to suggest the opposite, where
Yeah.
when you have these tools and make it so easily accessible for people to just squeak out 30 seconds worth of AI drivel on shorts and do that 40 times a day, that's what you will get. Is just AI slop. There's a
Yes.
reason that term exists, because when
Yes.
you go on shorts or even full-length videos now, people are doing like 8 to 10 minute, completely fabricated, phony baloney, false true crime stuff is one of the bigger culprits.
Yeah.
Where they just have an AI script from ChatGPT that tells a made-up story about a made-up person who did a made-up crime.
Man, we moved from the age of information to the age of misinformation or disinformation. This is what it is.
When you have that content, what there, Neil, is reminiscent of the old era of YouTube with enthusiastic amateurs creating it. We haven't seen anything positive on YouTube as a result of these AI tools Neil speaks so highly of. They're a fucking scourge right now. Half the time, you don't even know if what you're watching is real or fake because there is so much of this content on there. I say half the time, that's an exaggeration. Point is, there is so much of this content on there. There are tons of people that are completely misled. Like with the P. Diddy trial, for example. There were entire channels dedicated to following the P. Diddy trial. And the channel, turns out, was all just AI garbage making up stories.
Yeah.
Like the whole Prince storyline and tapes that were revealed that
And they make up stuff about history all the time, about the Norse, Vikings, medieval people. It's all made up, complete nonsense, no sources, no nothing, no research, no discipline, and no integrity. It is all about catch those eyeballs, half of them are botted, put the freaking ads on top of it, make money, and run.
brought down the whole P. Diddy case. All of it was fake. Yet those channels made tons of money for the people that made the AI garbage. And tons of people took it as the truth. A lot of people believed it. It became a big story that needed to be like formally debunked. That's a bad thing, Neil. I don't know where you are seeing any positive usage of skillless creators using AI tools to bring good content to the platform. Like, I don't know where that's coming from. It is just
PR.
truly an exploitative tool for people to make a ton of quick cash off of by just making infinite videos instantly.
And it's also on top of the fact that now we have been told that due to the new algorithmic changes, the number of subscribers you have means nothing. Every video is treated individually, which is why you have channels with millions that get like 500 views on average. And then there is, so people who have, like me, who have built a community with years and years of work, doesn't mean anything anymore because you guys don't even get the notifications. And then you've got channels with like 500 subs and they will get 200,000 views. And then this rewards newly created channels that are fully AI, and that's what they push. Because, of course, who can compete with someone who can post 40 times a day?
Like, that's what we are seeing, and it's not good. Most people are complaining about it, rightfully so.
Yeah.
But Neil is defending it tooth and nail. And we haven't even begun to scratch the surface on YouTube's AI moderation tools yet. We're about to get into that.
Let's go.
According to YouTube CEO, AI will be key in policing misinformation, IP theft, scams, and what many creators have dubbed AI slop. AI will make our ability to detect and enforce on violative content better, more precise, able to cope with scale, and adds that the system improves literally every week. Is that so, Neil? It improves every week? Because I just read a story today about a channel that got terminated because another channel re-uploaded their video, and YouTube's AI moderation tools took down the original creator's channel thinking that he had re-uploaded that other channel's video, even though he was the creator of it, and you let the re-uploader walk away. You punish the real person, not the imposter. The AI tools are getting better every week, huh? There is stories daily about the fuck-ups from AI moderation tools. What I do agree with him, though, is that given the scale of this platform, it would be impossible for humans to be able to police all of it. And that's something I've said from the get-go. This could be an invaluable tool in accumulating a lot of like potential bad actors or internal flags. But under no circumstances should AI have the ability to make a judgment call on if a channel gets terminated.
Get jobs for people. AI does the first massive accruing of data, and then invest in a new workforce, give jobs to people, have a lot of humans But then again, sometimes even humans, I've had videos that were flagged by AI for copyright, not even this kind of stuff. Then the copyright was wrong, or maybe like terms of service. And then a human doubled down, even though I did nothing wrong, and I had to go escalate it all the way up to YouTube with my personal contacts. And it was clearly based on the fact that the human person didn't like my politics. 100%, that's what it was. And sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. And so in the cases I lose, the video stays demonetized for absolutely no reason. And yeah, so that's a thing. But at least we could employ humans, and then you just have to make sure you train them right. And if they make a huge mistake and they're clearly being biased, then you fire them. No, it's just a machine now. Could you imagine? It's like Terminator Wars, machine versus machine.
It should never have the ability to issue a strike. What it should do is alert a real flesh and blood human being, an employee, God forbid, doing their job to look at what has been flagged and analyze it to see, is this actually violative content? Because right now we have so many examples of AI messing it up. It's been making big boo-boos, big whoops-a-daisies daily. And they are easily overturned once a human being is alerted to the mistake. AI shouldn't have the ability to do this in the first place. It should always come down to a person behind these calls. But Neil likes to let AI moderation run rampant. I imagine Neil would have no problem stepping down and letting AI run YouTube at some point. Am I right, Neil? It is a problem.
How do you know he's not AI?
In his interview, where all of this stems from, it really highlights just how delusional this company is under the leadership of Neil. In September, YouTube unveiled more than 30 AI-powered programs designed to make it easier for anyone to shoot, edit, upload, and make money from videos. That's 3 times as many as it launched last year. Among the innovations were tools that allow a phrase to be turned into a song, or that can translate a video and dub it. One bot can find the best parts of raw footage and edit them together, literally just stealing footage and making a video out of it for yourself to make money off of. Beautiful. Another can turn a long video into a short. All of this says YouTube is in service of helping more people become creators. Already the #1 choice of dream job for young teenagers and much hoped for among Gen Z.
Yeah.
Neil, how does any of that remind you of the old era of YouTube with people enthusiastically creating content? How? By having AI do it all for you and you can just slap it on your channel to make money off of it? Gotta tell you, buddy, that doesn't really sound like the YouTube I remember on the front lines back in 2007. It just feels like it's very much a corporate decision from YouTube where you can make more money off of this trash.
Yep.
But maybe that's just a crackpot conspiracy theory. I don't know, Neil. Maybe I'm just way off the mark on this one. Maybe there is so much good content you're consuming that's AI generative on the platform right now. I have no doubt you're watching tons of it, right? I still remember when YouTube's slogan was broadcast yourself. Neil is arguing the opposite. It's not about broadcasting yourself. It's about letting AI broadcast it for you. This Time interview really is just f***ing laughable. Neil, who has always been known for his willingness to dig into the weeds of an issue and really understand it, proved to be a quick study about traditional media, according to those who have done business with him. I would say Neil is very well prepared, says NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. What a fucking amazing vouch. That's who I want to put my trust in. Someone that Roger Goodell is saying really has a good handle on it. He's got this industry by the titties. Take my word for it. He understands what he's trying to build. He's got a deep understanding of the media landscape and where YouTube fits and where content can help him advance his strategies. He is right in that last part. Neil knows exactly what he wants. He wants YouTube to be very AI focused. I think that's pretty clear given the direction that he seems to be pushing it. I also can't help but giggle very hard at that first sentence about how he has always been known for his willingness to dig into the weeds of an issue and really understand it. Since when? When has that started? What did I miss that somewhere along the way? Because even with this issue with AI moderation, I haven't seen him call out anything with it or make any big, bold changes. It's still in the exact same state it was at the very beginning. Like, I don't see Neil really getting into the weeds of it.
Unbelievable. What a background he has, by the way. I love the statue with the massive mace.
Any of it. Like, what are you talking about? Here's a guy who's more than willing to plug his ears to it and just let it ride until there's enough of a hubbub about it on Twitter, then someone will step in and fix it for him. Now, just to give you a whole picture of what was said here in the interview, he's optimistic about the implications of AI for his company in the world, believes YouTube could see a return to the early villagey days when it was populated by a higher proportion of exuberant amateurs, which I've already completely dove into by this point, but just wanted you to see what was actually said in the article itself. AI will create an entirely new class of creators that today can't do it because they don't have the skills or they don't have the equipment. Again, they are not the ones doing it with these AI tools, Neil. It is because the AI doing it for them based off of a couple of sentences. I wouldn't necessarily say that harkens back to the days of the early villagey days when YouTube was populated by a higher proportion of exuberant amateurs, Neil. It's so silly. But the same rule will apply, which is there will be good content and bad content, and it will be up to YouTube and our investment in technology and algorithms to bring that to the fore. That's true, Neil. Now, can you point out some of the good AI content you're trying to describe here? Because I don't think that shit exists. It is very much the entire purpose of it to be cheap, easy, and infinite. And that is how it is being used on YouTube right now. Go on your own platform, Neil, and scroll TikToks for just 15 seconds. You're only going to be seeing a ton of trash, mostly AI. Like, come on, man. Like, snap back to reality. This is ridiculous. And at the very least, do the bare minimum of restricting AI moderation tools' ability to ban creators. That shouldn't be allowed. That should just straight up be illegal. Like, I really think that should be a fucking crime. To have...
Not to mention, there isn't any other job where the company can just basically overnight you have no job anymore for no reason without having to explain to you the reason. Good luck with your mortgage, mate.
YouTube knowingly allowing AI, which has a very provable track record of being wrong and making mistakes, be the one to take away entire people's livelihoods like that without any human oversight. That should not be allowed.
He's right.
Under any circumstances. That needs to be fixed right now, Neil. Maybe instead of doing Time Magazine interviews, that should be like on the top layer of your priorities, I would hope. Because it is just unacceptable and it is out of control. It's happening daily. It's not in this perfect state you seem to think it is, and it doesn't seem like it's improving literally every single week like you say it is. Anyway, this interview made me upset and I wanted to yap about it. That's about it. See ya.
Very well. Excellent commentary. So guys, as I was saying, this is a dangerous line that we are walking right now. We are literally on the border, and we're constantly losing our ability to have security. But again, if you like my work, my videos, please come check out the Rumble page, and you'll find links in the description, and then you can select the channel you like. Thank you again for your support. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.